Good evening. Tonight is senior night for our varsity basketball team. First, the Dover-Sherborn Athletic Department and the boys basketball program would like to first recognize the 5 seniors from Ashland High School. Number 2, Jason Arms. Number 5, Trevor DePeron. Number 15, Jason Christensen. Number 20, Thomas Morrison. And number 25, Mahali Kosafaki. Congratulations on great careers playing for the Clockers and best wishes in the future. And now the DS basketball team would like to honor our team managers, athletic trainer. First manager, Tara Raftery. Quickly O'Sullivan. And Katie Berger. And next, I would like to recognize our athletic trainer, Tanya Gallagher. And now we would like to honor our 4 DS senior basketball players. These 4 young men have worked extremely hard over the past years and have been an instrumental member of the success of our program. Please join me, the underclassmen, and the coaching staff in honoring these 4 fine players and their families. First, with parents Laura and Jim, please welcome number 5, Michael Mastrobono. Next, with parents Nicole and Skip, please welcome number 20, Klaus Wiemeyer. With parents DeLora and Bahaj, please welcome number 10, Captain Oliver Asacker. And last, with parents Kate and Jay, please welcome number 11, Captain Jack Gately. For our 4 seniors. Good evening once again and welcome to the Richard Wakely Gymnasium for tonight's Tri-Valley League boys basketball game between the Clockers of Ashland High School and your DS Raiders. Dover-Sherborn High School is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship as well as establishing a healthy environment for competition. We will not tolerate any negative statements or actions towards competitors, game officials, or fans in attendance. Please be respectful of all those in attendance and enjoy the game. Let's now meet the starting lineups. First for Ashland, a senior, number 2, Jason Arms. A junior, number 3, Kevin Robidoux. A senior, number 5, Trevor DePeron. A senior, number 15, Jason Christensen. And a senior, number 20, Thomas Morrison. Ashland is coached by Mr. Isaiah Davis. And now let's meet your DS Raiders. Starting at guard, a junior captain, number 14, John Muckstadt. At guard, a senior, number 5, Michael Mastrobono. At forward, a senior, number 20, Klaus Wiemeyer. At forward, a senior captain, number 11, Jack Gately. And at center, a senior captain, number 10, Captain Oliver Asacker. The Raiders are coached by Mr. Rick Brady. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise as DS senior Annie Lou sings our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gatheredly streaming, and the rocket's bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, who say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
In their last game, the Raiders were trailing by 8 points with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Then they outscored Northbridge by 16 to win that game in overtime, 66-58. That keeps them alive in their bid to qualify for the MIAA tournament. And it all comes down to tonight at DS High School. Win and they are in. Lose, the season ends. Greetings everyone. Bruce Glazer, along with cameraman Dan Murphy, director Brad Crandall. We welcome you to senior night, as you've already seen if you watched the pregame, and this biggest game of the year. Ashland comes in 7-12. DS is 9-10, and they have to win their 10th to break at 500 to qualify for the tournament. That comes up later this month. Starters: Arms, Rabideau, DePeron, Christensen, and Morrison for the visitors, and Oliver Asacker takes the tip. He's flanked by Mastrobono, Gately, Muckstadt, and Wiemeyer. The seniors are starting for DS. Easy to Gately, lays it up and in. And you don't want to trail this team because it's hard to come back. And then the key player is number 15 for Ashland, Jason Christensen. He's their leading scorer without doubt. Ball working around. They feed inside. They look for Christensen. He lays it up and blows the layup. Gets his own rebound. Brings it outside. Feed across court for Arms. Arms thinking about it. Right side baseline. Arms gets it back. It's stolen by Mastrobono for Gately. Gately will bring it up under no pressure whatsoever. Gately right side. Brings it up slowly to the right wing in the corner. He passes off to Wiemeyer. Muckstadt holds it, looks for a screen, doesn't get one. Feed inside is tipped away by Christensen, the senior, and back he comes. Hands the ball off of DePeron, make that Rabideau. Right side, Arms, back out, Morrison. Look around the perimeter for an open shot. They shoot, they miss. Rebound, up and no good. That's 3 shots, no good. Morrison tries again, can't get it. That's 4 shots, and they got 25 in the shot clock again. Clock starting over. They've missed their first 4 shots, 2-0 DS, about 6:35 to go in the first. This is a live stream you're watching, unless you're watching it the following week, then it's on delay. Air ball. They've missed everything. Wiemeyer clears it up to Muckstadt. Coming across the Raider at midcourt, slows it down. He's guarded by Rabidou. Not worried about him, drives left. Mastrobono in the lane, back out to Muck for two. Bang! 4-0 home team. Coming the other way, Trevor DePeron. Calling out what he wants. He's a senior. Arms, DePeron, Christensen, and Kotsafaris are seniors for Ashland. Kotsafakis, got it now. Arms, working around. Driving inside and tripping over himself was Rabidou. It'll be DS ball as subs come in. Rhett Stock, the leading scorer for this team, will make his debut in the game along with Cam Raycroft. Wiemeyer comes out and so does Mastrobono.
In the game for the Raiders.
In the previous game, Ashland won at Ashland 55-51. Christensen had 16 for them, while Stock had 18, and Scary, the freshman, had 10 for DS. Muckstadt working around, open shot for Raycroft. Good!
Raycroft, 3 points.
That's a three-pointer, 7-0 as DS has made all their first 3 shots, and Ashland nothing, a 2-pointer in.
Thomas Morrison.
That's Morrison on the score. Looking at Christensen, he's an outstanding player. Here's some of what he's done this season. Number 15 for Ashland, the one you got to worry about. He scored 11 against Medway, 22 against Hudson, 22 against Millis, plus 12 rebounds. 23 against Millis again, and 19 rebounds that time. So he's a key figure for them. This team does not qualify for the tournament. Ashland playing for pride only on senior night for both teams. As I said, Arms, Christensen, Katsafakis, got it right that time, are the seniors, along with Morrison for Ashland. For the home team, the seniors are Mastrobono, Asacker, Gately, and Wiemeyer. One more look at that three-pointer, just outside the three-point line, bang. And then you got your 7-3 lead as Ashland matched that three-pointer with their own. Cam Raycroft will put it in play with 5:16 to go in the first quarter. Trap put on by Ashland, comes away to Stark over the midline. Stark drives left into the forecourt, turns it around. He's covered deeply by Morrison in his face. Make that Arms in his face, and Arms fouled him. No. They call an offensive violation. It might have been a 3-second lane violation. Turnover on the offense. So Rabidou will put it in play. Hands off to DePeron. Looking at his coach, calling up the signals. Isaiah Davis is the coach for Ashland. Driving DePeron, throws up a prayer. It goes nowhere. It deflects off White. It'll be blue ball. Out of bounds play coming up for Jason Arms. Watch this drive, and somehow the ball went off a white player down below, and so it was off DS. Arms throws it. Nice block by Stock. Comes down to Christensen, shoots to the foul line, and he doesn't miss very often. 7-5 is the score. 4:40 to go in the first. Quickly the other way, not waiting for anybody, is DS. Ollie Asacker into Stock, throws it up and in. When this team moves quickly, talking about DS, they are hard to beat, and they've been moving quickly in the first part of this game. 4:21 to go in the quarter. 9-5 Raiders. Outside, DePeron trying to set it up against Raycroft covering him. Going all the way around the circle is DePeron. Ball comes in up top, back to Christensen, and he gets fouled. He's hacked on the arm. He'll shoot 2. There's the drive by Stock on the previous play to give the 8th and 9th points to Dover-Sherborn. Christensen at the line, he'll shoot a couple. DS got to this point by beating Northbridge in overtime, as I said in the opening, 66-58. They've done what they had to do to get this far. In that Northbridge game, Brett Stark had 25 points. Cam Raycroft had 16, including 12 in the second half, all three-pointers. That was back on Valentine's Day. Christensen will take the second. 9-6. He'll try to make it 9-7. Rick Grady, the DS coach, looks on. He does so. I don't think he misses too many. Raycroft will bring it up. Morrison looking at him. Bounces to Scary, who just came into the game. Muckstadt in the backcourt. Got 10 seconds to bring it over. Just makes it. Left side, Raycroft. They're working around. Stock sees some room. Baseline drives, lays it up short. Rebound. Stock, good! Stock has 4. Rabidou bounces to Christensen. Anytime he gets the ball, expecting to shoot, he shoots short. Stock just there for the boards. For Evan Scary. Left side, Muckstadt. The junior looks around, sees a screen by Asacker. Muckstadt driving, hands outside. Raycroft for 3. Bang! 14-7 home team. 2 touchdowns to 1. DePeron slowing it down. He had 13 points recently against Medway. DePeron guarded by Muckstadt. Height advantage, Muck. Around a pick he goes. Doesn't do him any good. Hands off to Christensen. Morrison. Looking, driving right side. He's got nothing. Rolls the ball. They get it back. DePeron driving, stuffed. Make that Rabidou is stuffed. And we'll look at one more time on the basket by Stock as he drives baseline. Kids in there all the way. Just total focus on the game. Outside. Number 24, Kevin Russell, with the red sneakers. Need sunglasses for those. That's DePeron off the mark as the buzzer expired, and Scary comes the other way with his team with a 7-point lead. 2:45 to go in the first quarter. Raycroft, good. Nobody there to defend. 16-7. 2:36 to go in the first quarter. Good stop by the Raiders. Block by Stock. Christensen gets it back baseline. Feeds, goes out of bounds. Off White, it'll be blue ball. Raycroft getting into the motion of this game with that 3-pointer. 16-7. Make it 2-pointer, sorry. Too deep. Comes down to Stock. He slows it down. Now speeds it up. Comes into the lane. Goes all the way. Off the boards. Nothing. Stock fights for his rebound and fouls. He fouled Rabidou. So it'll be the second team foul on the Raiders.
21, Brett Stark, his first, team second. Alex Raw into the lineup for the Raiders.
Rabidou putting it in play. DePeron hands off. They're working around Russell to Christensen. You know he's going to shoot. Off the mark. In the game is Alex Watt. He gets the rebound. Scary coming the other way. Smallest man in the court brings it back out to Muckstadt. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Cam Raycroft shoots an open shot. Too deep. Ollie Asacker for the boards. Stuffed. Christensen the other way. Hands off to DePeron. Flying up the court past the scorer's table. Bounces it into the corner. Back gets it back. DePeron holds the ball. Muckstadt in his face. Looking around, brings it back out, and he starts it over again. Shouts out a command. Wants some help from Morrison. Gets a double pick. Drives. Hands off. Russell way up in the air and good. That's a 3-pointer. 16-10. Buck and a quarter to go in the first. Raycroft the other way. Waits for nobody. Asacker in. Stuffed. Ball rolls out of bounds. It'll be white ball. Another sub coming in. Brett Stark coming in to relieve Raycroft. Looks like Rick Grady is just rotating him in and out as we watch the replay on that basket, that 3-pointer that made it 14-10, and now it's 16-10, I believe. Replay's going much faster than I am. Asacker on the rebound, gets it in, and he's fouled. Just so you know, Brad, I can hardly hear the replay calls, so keep up with me if you can. Asacker at the line to shoot 18-10. First team foul against Ashland. Boing, 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 it's in. 19-10. Raiders. Quick shot by Russell is good. Russell, 2 3-pointers. Scary. Loops it up to Stark. Stark's not sure what he wants to do with the ball. Just keep it will be a good idea. Scary drives the lane, comes back out. Back to Raycroft, make that Stark, if you would. Stark in his face, his arms. Hands off to Muckstadt for an open shot. Overshoots, air ball. Tie up. We got a jump ball. It'll go the other way as the possession arrow points to Ashland. Another sub. Raycroft in, Wah out. Very quick subbing up by Rick Grady to keep his troops fresh. They don't play for a while after this. School vacation coming up, and then we hear the pairings for the MIAA tournament. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Raiders up 19-13. Deeper on. Russell thought about it. Gets it back. Now they're not thinking anymore. Misses his first shot out of 3. Hook back out. Up. Christensen fouled.
Foul on number 14, John Muckstadt, his first, team third.
Team's third, Muckstadt's first. 26 seconds to go in the quarter.
Jason Christensen shoots 2.
Very quick-paced game. You hesitate, you get lost.
Jack Gately and Kirby Ryan in for the Raiders.
Asacker gets a break. Ryan comes in with Gately to finish this quarter off. Second shot by Christensen. Gately the boards. Shot clock off, down to 21 seconds. Muckstadt determined, works against Rabidou. 15 seconds in the quarter. Stark outside. Looks at a couple of picks. 8 seconds to go. Open shot for Ryan, doesn't take it. Muckstadt drives the lane, 5 seconds. Muckstadt shoots and scores! That'll do for the first quarter. A bomb, no good, at the end of 1. As we take one more look at Muckstadt. He knew time was running down, had to get the shot off, and he did. 21-13 Raiders with a very impressive first quarter. Matter of fact, one of the better first quarters of the year. Sometimes they start out slow, but not in this quarter. They're ready to go.
A DS Athletic Hall of Fame inaugural member with us tonight. Mr. Casey Potts is with us.
Looking at the standings, the Tri-Valley Small, Denham, Bellingham are in. Denham's 12-6, Bellingham's 11-9. Looks like Medway has a couple of games to go. They're 9-9, so they might get in. Dover-Sherborn's 9-10, and out of it already is Ashland at 7-12 and Millis at 5-14. We will start the second quarter with DS putting it in play right in front of us. Muckstadt will put it in. Leading scorer on the season, not including the game at Northbridge, will be Brett Stark for the Raiders with 15.4 average. He's trailed by Asacker at 6.6, and then Muckstadt 5.6. Ball to Raycroft. Determined, loses it. Picked up by Ryan. Inside, back out to Gately for 3. Too deep. Brett Stark climbs over Russell for the rebound. Shot by Ryans, just off the mark. Christensen gets fouled again. And the Raiders have 14 fouls, and 3 of them have been on, 2 of them have put on Christensen, and one of them was an offensive foul. So it's the team's 4th team foul, first on Gately, and putting it in play is Rabidou, who scored 12 points recently against Bellingham. DePeron looking at his coach, Isaiah Davis, for instructions. Ball comes out deep, right side to DePeron. Feed inside to Christensen, lays it up and in. Just short bang shot for him, an easy one. Tough to stop. You know, I think he's got about 9 points already. That's unofficial. In front of the visiting bench, in trouble. Raycroft gets it back to Muckstadt. 15 in the shot clock. Muck all the way in. Good!
John Muckstadt!
This team is on fire as Asacker and Scary get set to return to the game for the Raiders. 23-15, home team. DePeron works around Christensen's screen. Outside for Arms. Jason, right wing. Rabidou, back to Jason, Arms. And Cutter. Nice play to Russell. Good cutter inside the lane by Russell for the score. 6:35 to go in the quarter. 23-17 Raiders. They win tonight to go to the tournament. Otherwise, see you next season. Muckstadt, right wing. Gately back to Ryan, cross court, Stock for three. Good!
Brad Stock.
26-17. Raiders hitting their threes tonight. Arms for DePeron, the point guard, to set it up. Wants a man on the right side. He's got Christensen. Christensen is normally in the paint, but he's setting it up there. They're working around. DePeron looking left. Now he sees Christensen on the right. Hands it off to him. 8 seconds. DePeron for a long one. Good off the boards. Nice three. That's a deep shot. 26-20. Raiders haven't trailed yet. Over the timeline is Stock looking for some help. DePeron trails him. Stock loses the basketball.
Checking back in for the Raiders, Oliver Asacker and Evan Skeery.
Muckstadt just looks like he's not going to be denied tonight. He's having a hot first half. Gately comes out, and Asacker comes in, Skeery comes in, and also Ryan came out for the Raiders. Isaiah Davis yelling out instructions for the Ashland Clockers. Muckstadt at the point, guarding DePeron. Back to DePeron, working around to Arms. DePeron gets it back, looks around a pick. Thinks about it. Muckstadt almost fouled him off the rim. They clearly called the foul a shooting foul too, but they didn't call it. And we have a defensive foul on Ashland. Their second. First, I believe, on Jason Arms.
Number 2, Jason Arms, his first, team second.
This is what is called a three-pointer. Stock. Back to live action, literally live, since we are on a live feed tonight. Hopefully a lot of people are watching it. Raycroft, left side. Good. Oh, it deceived me. Rebound. Good! And Stock off the boards, puts it in, gets the foul, and he'll go to the line and try and make it a 9-point lead.
Number 2, Jason Arms, his second, team third.
And there's the rebound, and just inside, they're getting more second chances than I have seen this entire season. They're rebounding well on the offensive boards, and that's why they got a big lead. They're shooting well, posting up inside for the rebounds, and they're very determined tonight. 28-20, 5:13 to go in the quarter. Stock shoots and hits it. 29-20. DePeron. Feed inside. Ollie Asacker steals. Coming up the court, waits for nobody. Stock was Skeery to his right. Back to Muckstadt to set it up. 5 minutes to go until halftime. Stock wants the ball. Wants to shoot maybe? No, he's deflected. Blue shirts all around him. It's tipped by Russell. Good steal by the red shoed Russell. DePeron, back to Russell. Baseliner, short. Asacker said, let's try this again. Work it up the court. Muckstadt, right to left as we look at it. Gets away from DePeron for the moment. Raycroft, left wing. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Give and go is Skeery, and he turned it over. Is he fouled? Let me see. They call him. They're calling. Yeah, he turned it over. He just palmed that ball and turned it over. Offensive turnover. So DePeron says, hey, I got to pass the ball in bounds and someone has to come down and help me. So Russell comes back to assist his teammate. DePeron brings it up. Playing the point. He's got blue shirts all around him. Looking for an open body. Gives off to Tom Morrison. Christensen short. Asacker on the boards. They're not getting many second chances. There's a second chance. And trying to draw the foul, but didn't work. It's Christensen. All the way the other way is Stock. Christensen missed his shot, fell to the floor, and Stock broke on a feed and makes it 31-20. 3:55 to go in the half. Russell, another three. That's 3 threes for Russell. After the miss by Christensen, Muckstadt all the way to Brett Stock for the 31st point for the Raiders. And I must say that in the first half I've covered this season, this is the best the Raiders have played. You're looking to become the 4th team on Winter Sports to qualify for tournament.
We have members of the DS Youth Basketball 7th and 8th grade team.
We have a timeout called. Your PA announcer in the background is Jeff Parcells, the AD for Dover-Sherborn. As you look at the Dover-Sherborn bench during this timeout. Ollie Asacker leading his team back on the floor. The ball will be put into our right by Cam Raycroft. 3:46 to go in the half. Evan Scary to Raycroft. The junior guard in the right wing moves to the center. Outside is Scary. Thought about it just for the moment. Asacker on the high post. Gives back out. They're going to work around the perimeter. Inside to Asacker. Now looks down low. Muckstadt for 2. Overshoots. Ball into the hands of Kevin Russell. DePeron in the blue uniform with the white trim. Back outside for Arms. Good name for a basketball player. Pop. Good. Give 2 points to Morrison. 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the half. Muckstadt. Raycroft. Going to give Scary an open shot. Down to Christensen. Russell flies it up the floor, right side to Arms. Slowing it down. Let's DePeron set it up. DePeron wasting a lot of time. 12 on the shot clock. Feeds. Arms goes to the layup. Ooh, loses the ball, gets it back. 5 on the shot clock. DePeron. Arms for 3. Good. Desperate shot. And they're starting to come back. 31-28. Dover-Sherborn, their highest lead was 9. A walk.
Jack Gately back in for the Raiders. And Mahali.
Is that outside shot, the 3 that made it a 31-28 game. Scary is out. And Gately has come back in. They want some board strength, I do believe. And that's Gately's job. DePeron looks around 2 picks. All the way, DePeron up and in. He just found an open path, could have driven a truck through under 2 minutes to go in the half. It's a 1-point game. Give Ashland credit. They have no tournament to go to. They're playing for pride, and they've come back from 9 down to 1 down. Asacker inside, left-handed layup. He gets fouled by number 25. Uh-oh. Mihail Katsafakis. No matter how you practice that name, how many times you say it, when the action's on, I know I'm going to mispronounce it. One more look, and that was a quick look. First shot made, 32-30, as Alex Waugh comes in for Stark. Asacker on his second, 33-30. DePeron has led his team back. Bounce pass to Arms, throws it up in traffic and gets it in. We're down to 1-point lead again, a buck and a half to go in the first half. Muckstadt past the scorer's table over midcourt to Gately. Jack feeds to Oliver Asacker. Baseline, loses the ball. Didn't matter, he lost it anyways, and it just goes into the hands of Arms the other way. Jason slows down, brings it back out. DePeron in the corner now as a shooter. Arms to DePeron, and he'll work it back out, set it up with 15 seconds to go and 1:02 to go in the half. Down to 12 seconds in the shot clock. 8. Forced shot, overshot, and actually DS, 2 white players on DS battled for the ball, and they managed to knock it out of bounds as Christensen comes back in and Katsafakis comes out. Feed inside, and Arms putting it up and in. We're down to a 1-point lead, 54 seconds to go. Inbounds play for Ashland. They can take the lead. They don't. Waugh gets it. Muckstadt looks around, brings it up the floor, head up. Right side of Gately. The senior looks, comes down to the baseline, feeds to Waugh. It's stolen away by Russell. 35 seconds to go in the quarter and the half. We'll stay live at halftime for a while and then bring you the second half. You can take a break if you'd like. Outside for Russell, for Arms, right side. Feed inside, a forced pass to Christensen. And Asacker, they say, reached in. It was a tap. It was a poor idea. defeated him. The Christian said he wasn't open, but they called a foul on Asacker, his second, and they'll take him out and bring Stark back in. 15 foul on the Raiders, 18.9 to go in the half. Still an out-of-bounds play. Nobody at the line yet for foul shooting. Inside, DiPerona, prayer! And he gives his team the first lead of the game. 34-33. Nice comeback from 9 down. Raycroft, 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Works around, feeds across court to Stark. Pop. In and out, good! And that's the way the half will end, with an 8-point lead after one quarter, and then they now have only a 1-point lead at halftime. Very exciting first half, and we'll be back momentarily with the second half of this game. At halftime, your Raiders lead the guest Ashland 35-34, and this is Dover-Sherborn, Cable TV.
Before halftime, we have members of our DS Youth Basketball group. We are going to be playing 4-on-4 here at halftime for 4 minutes. And everybody, let's welcome our referee today, Mr. Ed McGuire. Looks like he's been getting in shape. He's heading to Aruba soon. Ed has his fashionable jeans on refereeing the game tonight. And I don't know if he has a whistle today. Oh, he does have a whistle. And that's Johnny Bennett with the ball. Ooh, get out of the kitchen, says number 4. Ooh, nice steal by number 25. I have no idea who that is. Number 4, for some reason we have 2 of those on the roster. And I think the referee missed a travel, but we'll give him the 2 points. Number 4, that's maybe Whittlesey or maybe Rinaldi. I have no idea. He looks like a Rinaldi. Bennett's for 2. His dad was a great football player here back in the day. "15 spots up for 3. Johnny with the rebound. Up to 25. I do not have him on the roster. Mr. McGuire did a great job getting me the names and numbers today. Take him, 25. Take him to the hoop. Oh, downtown. Ed McGuire used to make those shots back in the day. That's a great whistle, referee. Great job. Oh, there it is. A day late and a dollar short. Number 53 for 2. I think that's Willie Bowen. Not sure though. Yes, that's definitely, that has to be Rinaldi right there. He dribbles like his brother. Number 3, I think that might be a Stark. I'm not sure. Is that Brett Stark's brother? '25 is Scrappy. 53, Willie Bowen, I think. Yes, Willie Bowen. 1 minute to play as Mr. McGuire is getting very tired running up and down the floor. Oh, good look inside. And there's the whistle, 5 seconds late. Great job. Ooh, nice steal by Johnny Bennett. For 2, Bennett. We got 5 seconds. Let's hear it for your DS Youth basketball players, and of course, our referee extraordinaire, Mr. Ed McGuire.
The buzzer sounds and we're ready for the second half of this game. Bruce Glazer, Dan Murphy, and Brad Crandall here at the Dover-Sherborn High School Gymnasium. At halftime, Dover-Sherborn maintains a 1-point lead. They must win to advance to the MIAA tournament. Leading scorers for the first half for the visitors. A surprise, Kevin Russell, who did not start the game, has some three-pointers, and he leads their team with 11 points. Christensen only had 6, thought he had more. Arms had 7, DePeron had 5, but that's the way it goes. The leading scorer, Brett Stark for the Raiders, trailed by Muckstadt with 6, Raycroft with 8, Muckstadt with 6, Asacker with 5 points at halftime. Going the other way, Christensen shoots, misses, Stark gets the boards. As the home team goes left to right as we watch the second half of this game. Muckstadt, left side, Scary, fakes, comes baseline all the way around. They work it back out. Stark for a pop. 16 points for Stark. He had 21 recently against Holliston, 17 against Bellingham. And back on February 9th, he had 11 against Dedham. DePeron, bounce pass. Morrison matches them up. 2 for 2. Each team has 2 points. 37-36, that 1-point lead is back. Raycroft in the left wing for Asacker. Raycroft shoots it outside. Hits the orange, comes back down. Muckstadt steals it away from Arms. Scary in the paint. Left side, Stark for a pop. Overshoots. Rebound to Christensen. He will not bring it up. Oh, will he? No. He'll let DePeron do it. Jason Arms in the left wing. Pops a right-hander. Hits the far side of the iron. Comes down to Raycroft. Tips to Scary. Smallest man in the court. And a foul on Arms. Stark with his 16th points of the game. Number 15 and 16 on that pop. 6:42 to go in quarter number 3. A smallest of leads for the home team. Scary will bring it up along with Raycroft. Evan over the Raider at midcourt. Sets it up left side for Stark. leading scorer for the Raiders. Back to Stark. The junior hands across court to Raycroft, to Scary. They're working around the horn. Still playing with the basketball all the way around. Stark shoots short, and he knew it when it went up. Down to Christensen. DePeron flies it up the court past the scorer's table. Brings it in front of his own team bench and slows it down to the right corner. A prayer! I mean, we're talking a hope it goes in shot by Rabideau, and it's 38-37. Visitors, and let's look at it one more time because I don't think Rabideau had any idea where that ball was going, but it went in. All net. Timeout by Rick Grady. Doesn't like what he sees. Can't blame him. 6:09 to go in the third as you watch the Raider bench and their timeout. Do want to mention Annie Liu. I believe she's a senior for Dover-Sherborn. She did a tremendous job with the national anthem at the beginning of this game. Two officials get a breather, and they don't get many breathers during the game, except for these breaks. They got to go up and down the floor. I'm sure they don't get paid enough, but they must lose some weight and keep in great shape. Both teams back on the floor. It'll be Raiders ball. They trail by 1. By the way, a tremendous crowd here tonight for both teams, but especially the Raiders. The stands are just about packed full. For Scary, under pressure, Raycroft looks for Muckstad on the top of the triangle. Scary brings it past midcourt. Evan looks around for someone to help him out. Goes against DePeron. Back to Muckstad waits. Looking for an open body. 12 seconds in the shot clock. Stock fouled on the floor. Second team foul against the Clockers.
Number 20, Thomas Morrison. His first, team second.
That's the first foul on Morrison as he slaps it and then bangs into Stark. Out of bounds play. Muckstad. Scary outside. Back to Scary. Nice steal. Good read by Arms. Christensen maintains possession. Says to Arms, now try it again. Arms hands off to DePeron. Smart idea. 20 on the shot clock. 5.5 to go in the quarter. 1 point lead for Blue. Feet inside. Turnaround. Good. Their biggest lead of the game. Morrison with 2 points. It's 40-37. A 3-point cushion now for Ashland, of all people, of all teams, because they trailed for most of the first half, but they've made a nice comeback, being down 9 in the second quarter. Ball deflects off Blue out of bounds. It'll be white ball. Scary comes out, and Gately comes in. Look at that pop. Just a nice turnaround shot by Morrison. Knew exactly where he wanted to go and just put a right-hander in. Looking for Stark. Nope. Cross court to Gately. Muckstad will start it. To Stark. Cross court to Gately. Jack holding the ball. Works the baseline. Knocked away by Christensen. Off Christensen, out of bounds. Christensen is just an all-star player. No second thoughts. If he doesn't score, he's doing something great on defense for Ashland. Raiders ball. Stark puts it in. 7 on the shot clock. They got to shoot pretty quickly. Out for Stark. 5 seconds. Does he know it? It doesn't matter. Backcourt violation. And what Rick Grady's saying is, wait a minute, it was tipped by Ashland, and it was. The officials made a mistake here, and are they going to talk about it? They should. Rick Grady's right. The ball was tipped by Ashland, so it should not have been a backcourt violation, but the official didn't see it. They're not talking about it. And there's 3 officials out there. I saw it. Rick Grady saw it. A lot of the Dover-Sherborn fans saw it, but the officials somehow missed it. I don't know. Whatever. Down low. Outside. It rims. It comes down to Stark. He's immediately fouled, I think, by Morrison. Third team foul.
On number 2.
No, they're calling it an Arms this time. Arms, 4th personal, meaning Jason's coming out. And the hot Kevin Russell, who didn't start this game, Russell came in as a sub and scored 11 points to lead his team at halftime, and now Russell's back in. I'd rather see Arms in there, actually, but he has 4 fouls and he's out. So the much taller Russell is back in. Muckstad. Stark. A sack on the high point. Gately forces it up and in!
Senior captain Jack Gately.
40-39. Raiders down by 1. Left side, Morrison against Raycroft. Shoots a right-hander. He's been hot. He's hot again. Back and forth we go. 4:05 to go in the quarter. Lead back up to 3. Raycroft. Muckstadt holds it for Gately. Low post to Asacker, baseline in the wrong place. Back up to Gately for 3. It hits the orange, comes down, and Asacker knocks it away. Good play by Ollie. And it's off blue. It'll be Raiders ball. One more shot at Gately for that 2-pointer. Scary in. Muckstadt out.
Replacing John Muckstadt.
This has been a fast-paced basketball game. Out of bounds play to our right. Stock will put it in play. A fresh 30-second clock to work with. You can see the 4 seniors on the wall behind the right-hand basket being celebrated tonight on senior night. Gately feeds to Asacker, back to the other senior, Gately. And for Raycroft, shoots wild to Christensen. Deep Perron, nope, make that Morrison. Right wing, nice feed inside, pops short. Ball deflects in the air, and Raycroft says, thank you very much, I've got it. Out of the crowd he comes, over the timeline. Right side, Scary for 3. Boing. Asacker, the boys, climbed over everybody to Gately. They got a fresh clock. Raycroft across the stock for 2. 3, make that. 42, everybody. We're tied. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Couldn't ask for a better basketball game. Last game of the year. Both teams putting everything into this. Morrison, Deep Perron. Half a shot clock to go. Christensen forces it too deep. Asacker says, I got it. Hands off to Scary. Evan looks around. Sees Jack Gately. To Raycroft. Scary. 3 seniors, a junior, and a freshman for Dover-Sherborn. Gately. Cam foul, no call. Gately shoots. Off the backboard. Controlling the ball is Robidoux. Or Robidoux. Inside, Christensen back out for the hot guy. He's hot again for a 3. Kevin Russell, got to get in that kid's face. We got a timeout.
Captain John Muckstadt.
Ashland, 45-42. Brett Stock with 3 from the right side. And then coming the other way, you saw just now Russell making a 3. It's a 45-42 game. And they're saying, I guess the Raiders called the timeout. I thought it was Ashland. Raiders timeout. Do you want to remind people about that tragedy down in Florida? And there is a website, GoFundMe.com. There is the Broward Education Foundation has put up a website, a GoFundMe website. So far, they have raised over $1 million. They're trying to get $2 million to help people after that tragedy. They've had about 17,000 donors from 50 states and more than 50 countries. So if you want to give, go to GoFundMe.com. And when you get there, there's a banner at the top of the page, and that'll take you to where that donation can be made for a tragedy down in Florida. We hope you'll all consider giving. 2:06 to go in quarter number 3, 42-45, as the Clockers to have a 3-point lead. Out of bounds play to our left, be put in play by Cam Raycroft. Ashland not sure they want to come back on the floor yet. I think we have to wait for them. They return. Muckstadt's in, Gately's come out. I'm sorry. Stock has come out. Raycroft, right side. Got to control the ball, Jack. He stepped out. Gately had 1 toe over the line. And G. Perron as Walk sets the return to the game for Dover-Sherborn. D. Perron with a 1:45 to go in the third quarter. 45-42 Clockers. Hand off to Arms. off the leg of a Dover-Sherborn player. And Waugh will come in for Evan Scary.
Replaces Jack Gately.
Oh, sorry, Gately coming out. Scary thought he was coming out, but Gately comes out. Out of bounds play for blue and white. Arms wants some help. Feeds, pop in the lane, way short by Morrison. And Raycroft will bring it up off a feed by Waugh. Right side for Scary. They work it around. Muckstadt guarded by Arms. Arms can't do much, and Muckstadt scores. Next foul on Arms, and he fouls out, so he gave Muckstadt all the freedom he wanted, and it's 45-44. Ashland, 1:11 to go in the quarter. DePeron just taking his time, working around. Arms outside, open is DePeron for three, shoots it too far. Good rebound, Christensen, he's fouled. Oliver Asack is third.
He has foul on Oliver Asacker.
Here's Muckstadt's free play as the defender backed off. That is the third foul on Asacker, as I said. Stock about to return after this free throw attempt by Christensen. Christensen missed his last two free throws in the first half. Clangs the first one. Rabidou comes in and Arms is out for Ashland. Asacker's out, Starks back in for DS. 56, just over 56 seconds to go in the third. Christian for his second shot. Misses four in a row going back to the second half. They get their own rebound, unfortunately for DS. And DePeron looks at his coach who tells him what to do. People circling around. 20 seconds on the shot clock. DePeron all the way, drives, draws the foul, I think. Yep.
Foul on Evan Scary.
Scary's foul, his first, team's second. Out of bounds play at the baseline. No, actually it was a shooting foul, so DePeron goes to the line and the senior will be shooting two. Makes the first, 46-44. Makes both. Three-point cushion again. Raiders down by a field goal as Muckstadt brings it up. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Plenty of time to get some points back. Waugh brings it back out. Bad pass, stolen away. Russell moves it up the floor with Robideau. Roby? Call him Roby, yeah, that makes sense. That'll make it easier. DePeron. Russell feeds outside to Robideau. Morrison to Russell as he traveled. He tried to pass, but he took an extra step. Step 12.7, one shot to go in the quarter for DS to try and get it closer.
Checking back in for the Raiders, number 12, Kirby Ryan.
Kirby Ryan will return for the rest of this quarter as Alex Waugh comes out for the Raiders. Muck lets it roll, picks it up, the clock starts. 10 seconds. Plenty of time. Muckstadt working around baseline, looks for a feeder. Outside of Raycroft, 4 seconds. Stark in trouble, ball stolen. Christensen drives, throws a prayer, and at the end of three quarters, the first time at the end of a quarter, Ashland has led, and it's 47-44 Ashland. So DS has to make up a 3-point deficit in the fourth quarter. Looking at some key statistics for Dover-Sherborn, the leading field goal shooter for DS, no surprise, is Brett Stark, shooting 40% on the year, not including the last game at Northbridge. He's trailed by Ollie Asacker at 44%. Wait a minute, 44 is ahead of 40, right? Asacker leads the team at 44% shooting, and Stark trails him by a smidgen at 40%. Leading free throw shooter. Okay, I got this one figured out. Stark, Muckstadt, and Scary are all tied at 60% from the line. 8 minutes and then who knows what. Trying not to use any cliches because they get very boring after a while. Because everybody who's watching this at home and live at the game, they know what the situation is. A freshman, 2 juniors, and 2 seniors out for Dover-Sherborn. Raycroft, the senior, shoots. He hits. It's a 3. It's tied at 47. G. Perron. Outside for Russell. Back to G. Perron. Nice shot by G. Perron. 49-47 visitors. Muckstadt. Raycroft back to Muck. The junior holds. Looks around a pick for a moment. Raycroft has it. Looks across court to Scary. Scary not scared of anybody. Loses the ball on the floor. And taking it away is Morrison. Can't do too many of those in the fourth quarter. G. Perron, as his coach yells out instructions. Christensen for 3. He skims it into the hands of Stark. Looking around, up the floor to Scary, right side. Scary is back to Stark. Stark holds, stolen. Nice steal by Morrison. Coming the other way against Muckstadt, lays it up and in. 51-47. Those turnovers will kill you more than anything else. Forget about fouls, it's turnovers you got to cut back on, especially in a close contest. Around the court we go. Muckstadt feeds on the foul line. Stark thinks about it, he took steps. That's 3 turnovers in the last minute or so. And DS has to regain their composure. They trail by 4 with 6:29 to go in the quarter as you look at the clock. Trevor D. Perron. D. Perron gets it back. Russell for Morrison. Open for the moment. Rabidou tries to reverse the layup. He is stuffed. It was either Ollie Asacker or Brett Stark. Someone stuffed him. It was Stark, definitely. Thank you, Brad. Scary feeds inside Ollie. Ollie tried to go up, but he couldn't do it. Scary for 3. Swish!
That's our freshman, Evan Scary, for 3.
51-50, 5:44 to go in the fourth quarter, and who knows what else. D. Perron in front of his coach, in front of the official now. Bounce pass right side. Feed inside. Rabidou short. Asacker takes it, and we go the other way. Scary over the midline. Guarded by D. Perron. Line drives it for Raycroft. Scary on the right side. Guarded by the red shoes, Russell. Stark, 11 the shot clock. Stark going up a pop. The bunny skims off the rim. Just didn't we know where it wanted to go, and it came down to the clockers. Morrison, short. Morrison, his own rebound. Morrison shoots again. Thank you very much. 53-50, timeout White. Evan Scary deserves a second look. Good pressure by Ashland, and the 3-pointer by Scary. 4:58 to go in the fourth, 53-50. Scary on February 9th had 11 points against Dedham. Now coming down the other way, we talked about that block down low. It was Stark, definitely. Brad Crandall had it right. I just wasn't sure, but you see Stark got the right hand in there in that defensive play. And it was an excellent block. 4:58 to go, 3-point game. 2 team fouls on the Raiders, 3 on the Clockers. As Cam Raycroft waits for the Clockers to come back in. They're putting some pressure on. Muckstadt has it. Moving left to right with his team. Raycroft brings it up out of a triangle. At the top of the triangle, Scary has it in the forecourt. To Muck. Scary outside, guided by Rabidou. Raycroft left side for Stark baseline. He's fouled on the floor. Fourth team foul against the Clockers. Neither team has shot 1-1 in this game.
Foul.
No.
Kevin Russell. His first team fourth.
It still could become a determining factor. 2 more fouls against the Clockers, and Dover-Sherborn goes to the line as the officials want to have a confarb. There you see those posters, the 4 seniors on the right, graduating this year. Mastrobono, Asacker, Gately, and Wiemeyer. So baseline, Muckstadt puts it in play. A fresh clock to work with. Raycroft left side. Evans, Scary. Stark has it. Muckstadt the foul line, fakes, throws a hook up, gets it, gets fouled. 53-52, and he goes to the line to try for the tie.
Foul is on number 24, Kevin.
Always worth looking at again. Gets away and puts a little hook up. 15 foul on Ashland. Doesn't stay. Stock the boards. Fresh 30-second clock. Works out the DS's advantage. They need to take advantage. Raycroft baseline. In trouble. Back outside. That was not Raycroft. It was Stark. Muscat. Scary. Bang! The little freshman gives his team a 2-point lead with a 3-pointer. 55-53. Rolling down to the 4-minute mark. D. Perron knows he's in a ball game. Holds the ball outside by himself. Off to Rabadou. Gets it back. Looking around the triangle outside. D. Perron tries to get around a pick. Pops a right-hander. In and out. Stock the boards. 3:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Muckstadt. To Scary. Holding it is and feeding off to Muckstadt for 2 at the foul line. Raycroft to Muckstadt for 8. 10 counts. 4-point lead with 3:30 to go in the contest. Turnaround. Short by Rabadou. Ball stays in bounds. No, went out of bounds. No, it stayed in bounds. Open is Morrison for 3. Rims. Asacker. They fouled him, please. We go the other way. That's 16 fouls. All he goes to the line shooting 1-1. Wait a minute.
Ashland foul on number 24, Kevin Russell, his third.
That's not a shooting foul? Oh, no, it's on the 7th? I got too excited. Okay, they got 6 team fouls. I got overexcited here. And it's on the 7th they shoot. So 1 more against Ashland. I can't remember everything. Raycroft makes it Stark for the score, and he is fouled. Brett Stark for 2. He goes to the line. 59-53 with exactly 180 seconds or 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. As Dover-Sherborn shows them what it means to go to the playoffs. Late in this game, they made a great comeback. Down by 1 into the third, they made a 7-point turnaround, and it is 59-53 Dover-Sherborn. G. Perron gets it back, holds the ball, looks around a screen, didn't shoot, turns around for Russell. They're working around the perimeter. Rabadou for Morrison. Morrison's going to shoot in the paint. He shot it short, but it goes in. Swish, 59-55, 2:33 to go in the fourth quarter. Any foul by Ashland puts Dover-Sherborn to the line. DS with only 2 team fouls. Outside Scary, all by himself. 13 the shot clock, make that 11. Raycroft drives, gets fouled, he'll shoot 2.
Offensive foul on
Brett Stark not to be denied.
and Raycroft.
They're calling it, that was an offensive foul? Yes, it was.
Let's hear it,
It
fans.
was on Raycroft. I thought it was a defensive foul. It was an offensive foul, so Ashland has the ball. 2:05 to go in the fourth. Crowd getting stirred up. Right side. Arms is back in the game with 4 fouls. D. Perron works around a screen. He's going to shoot. He goes baseline. Now he's in trouble. Can't shoot anywhere. Back out to Russell in the corner. He's stuffed there. Arms has the ball. 8 seconds in the shot clock. Morrison at the foul line. to Christensen. Mr. Reliable shoots and misses, but he gets fouled.
Yes, foul on number 10, Oliver Asacker.
Ollie's fourth foul.
That's his fourth personal, fourth team foul.
But Rick Grady's staying with him. 1:46 to go in the contest. You see Oliver a little bit frustrated with his fourth foul. Christensen at the line. He's not been having a good game on the foul line. (59-56). There you see Jason Christensen, number 15. Makes both, 59-57, two-point game. Dover-Sherborn lead. They still need points. They're trapped in the backcourt. Muckstadt brings it up against the pressure. Flies to Brett Stark. And whenever you're trapped, you leave somebody open. Rebound, Asacker gets fouled. And he'll shoot two.
Foul on Thomas Morrison.
Morrison's foul, his third. Russell going to return to the game. And Morrison knows he's coming out, looks like. Ollie makes the first. Morrison out, Russell in for the Clockers. Arms is out. Oh, Morrison's staying in. They fooled Morrison and me. Arms comes out, and Russell returns for Ashland. Ollie with the second. Makes 1 out of 2. Christensen the boards. Quickly. DePeron. All the way for the layup. He misses it. Christensen hacked. And I think Ollie's gone. No. Wait a minute. No. They're calling somebody else. Stark on the foul. Asacker was there. The foul on Stark is second. I think Asacker's hiding now because it might have also been possible to call it on him, but they called it on Stark. So Christensen's shooting a couple. (60-58). Arms strategically coming in. Russell coming out. Arms with 4 fouls. They're playing gingerly with him late in the game. 1:29 to go in the fourth. It's a 2-point game. It's still a 2-point game. Asacker the rebound. Let's Raycroft bring it up. Timeout, Rick Grady.
Timeout, Raiders.
There is really nothing left to say. We're at the end of the season, and DS has to find a way to maintain at least a 1-point lead to advance to the tournament. They lead by 2, 1:26 to go. DS led by 8 at the end of 1, but by only 1 at halftime. Ashland led by 3 at the end of 3 quarters, and if you ask any professional announcer or coach, they will tell you, no matter how big a lead you get, the other team is going to have a run. And Ashland had a run, and they came back, took the lead, and then DS took it away in the middle of this second half, and that's where we stand or sit at 60-28. 60-58, Dover-Sherborn. Buzzer sounds, maybe for the last time this season at home, who knows? That thunder you might hear in the background is the PA system microphone, which has a bad switch. Very obviously, it's making a lot of noise. Raycroft puts it in play. It's scary. 1:22 on the clock. 21 the shot clock. Scary open for the moment. Goes off to Muck. Coming inside is Stark. Lays it up and in! 4-point lead for Dover-Sherborn. Raiders set on defense. They look like they played a 2-3 zone. Actually, they're in a man defense.
1 minute left in regulation.
1 minute and under to go. DePeron outside. Russell shoots off balance. That's a free. Holy mackerel. 62-61. 48 seconds to go. Stark. Baseline, Stock forces it in! He just turned around the blue shirt and put it in. 64-61, 37 seconds to go. DePeron slows it down. Morrison feeds inside to the big guy, Christensen. Back out of Morrison. Fakes and walks. Offensive foul. Raiders ball. 27.3 to go. Don't need a shot clock. This Stock's basket once again to give his team a 64-61 lead. Asacker comes out. Ryan comes in. 27.3, 64-61. You couldn't ask for more than this. Ryan has it. The football quarterback dribbles it in, gives off to Stock. Outside. Ryan, they don't have to score. They can just work it around. We got a foul on the floor. 1-1 for Dover-Sherborn. 17.2 seconds to go in the game, all the fourth quarter, and Stock shooting 1-1. Russell's coming in. Morrison draws his fourth personal, and Arms is out. No changes. Actually, Ryan's coming out, and Asacker's back in for the Raiders. It ain't over yet. Stock dips, shoots, lane violation. No. Probably blew a whistle there. Did he blow a whistle? No. It's a good basket, right? Yeah. Okay. Thought I heard a whistle, like he was stopping play. Nope. Must be my imagination. Stock makes the first, and he'll get the second. Rims it. Christensen, 65-61. Ashland needs a timeout, and they need two baskets. So Ashland takes a timeout with 12.8 to go, 65-61. Ashland can score, and then they're going to foul Dover-Sherborn, and I believe that'll put Dover-Sherborn to the line, shooting not 1-1, but 2. So Dover-Sherborn in a good place now with a 4-point lead. In this fourth quarter, Dover-Sherborn has 18. No, they don't. They have 21 points. It's getting late for me. They have 21 points in this quarter, and the visitors have 14.
Let's go, Raider fans. We need to make some noise.
Raiders again, first team on the floor. It's almost like Ashland thinks they have two timeouts. They keep stalling. Now they come back to the floor momentarily. Bruce Glazer, Dan Murphy, and Brad Crandall bring into the action from Dover-Sherborn Cable TV on a live stream at the game. Hope you're enjoying this game because the fans are. Feed in for Robidoux. A bomb by Russell. In and out. Rebound slapped around into the backcourt. Save for DePeron. 5 seconds to go. I don't think it's going to matter. Christensen, last shot of the game. It's no good. Game over. Dover-Sherborn with a resounding comeback and a 65-61 victory. They are now 10-10 as they finish the season, and they qualify for the MIAA tournament. Both teams shake hands. We see the scoreboard. We wrap it up for the regular season, and hopefully, depending on what happens, we might be able to bring you a playoff game. We thank you for watching our cablecast and live stream of Dover-Sherborn boys high school basketball. And until next time, so long, everyone.